Well, hello everyone. My name is Celine Kempton. I am here with my good friend Mary, a longtime friend Mary, and we are here to kick off Stamp Out Breast Cancer 2025. Thank you for watching today. Um, this is the 16th annual event. There were years that we raised 25,000, which makes us a pace setter team in Boston. And there are years that I would like to get back to that, but um, God's in charge, so who knows if we'll get back there. But we wanted to come to you today and welcome you. Our in-person event is on October 25th, 2025. It's about 2 weeks from now. And we have wonderful raffles in the room. But just by donating $25, you get into the door prize raffle. And this year, there is a special 12 Days of Christmas. It's a $100 package donated by one of our team members, Tammy. And then Sharon Armstrong is going to donate a mini cut and emboss. So just by donating, you'll be in for those raffles. In addition, people who come to the in-person event, I don't have to tell you, if you've been there before, the raffle table is as long as the hall, and we put raffle items on, and 100% of what is collected goes back to the charity. So we are all Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. We come from all different teams. Um, and unfortunately, we've all had people in our lives that have been affected by breast cancer. And I had no idea when I started this 16 years ago how many people that would be near and dear to me that would be going through something. And I'm grateful to be able to help out. And I will say that it used to be that only 1 in 8 women were getting screened, which is just crazy to me because early detection is 100% the name of the game. Getting that yearly mammogram, no matter what, even if it's inconvenient, means everything. So please go, please get checked and then check it off the list because we all have busy lists too. So anyway, I am going to turn it over to my friend Mary, and she's going to tell you her story about what happened to her recently. Mary?
Thanks, Celine. Hi, from South Carolina. Pouring rain out here, but so far we're still above water. My name is Mary Tawiski, and I've been a member of Celine's team, the Stampers with Heart, for close to 7 years. And this year marks the fifth year that I've helped compile the fundraiser gift of creativity. Kudos to Celine for running this fundraiser forever, or as she reminded us earlier, 16 years. So often, what starts out as an annual fundraiser trails off after a couple of years. But you can tell that Celine's passion for breast cancer warriors remains strong. For those of you who don't know me, I am formerly from New Hampshire and moved here to Surfside Beach with my husband Rod in 2020. It was a glorious time. No more winters for us. Sadly, Rod passed away in August of 2023, and I spent the next year in a fog. Who am I kidding? I'm still in a fog. But there are precious memories that keep me and others who've walked this widowhood journey going. Chris Kilburn and Mary Harris, I'm thinking of you and sending you love. But the time rolled around for my annual mammogram, and I went in, confident that all would be well. I have lumpy boobs and knew that I was likely to get a call back, and I did. The radiologist read the mammogram, and suddenly I became part of a sisterhood I would have preferred not to join. The mammogram showed a suspicious lump, and if I wanted to have the biopsy done right away, they could do it that day. Sign me up. I was ready to get it over with and get the good news. You see, there was no breast cancer in my family on either side, and it was a big family. Mom was one of 16 and dad one of 9. None of my aunts, cousins, second cousins, no one. In fact, there was very little incidence of any kind of cancer to be found. I went home in a bubble. It lasted about 24 hours. Vanessa, my primary care provider, called me the next day. She said, "We got the results of the biopsy. It's not good. You have breast cancer." Whew. That really knocked the wind out of my sails and set a lot in motion. Appointments with the surgeon, radiation oncologist, and medical oncologist were made. First, the surgeon. I had two options surgically: mastectomy or lumpectomy. The lumpectomy would be followed by radiation. I went in there thinking, get rid of them. I want this out of my body now. But after careful consideration, I chose lumpectomy and sentinel node biopsy, followed by radiation. Next up, an appointment with my medical oncologist, who recommended some genetic testing to specifically identify the makeup of my cancer and discussed the scary possibility of chemo. Fortunately, that was good news, and I didn't face the serious cancer that younger women tend to face. Finally, an appointment with the radiation oncologist who outlined a treatment plan of 3 to 6 weeks of radiation 5 days a week. The duration would depend on what all the other tests showed. I had surgery at the end of October 2024, shortly after finishing the Stamp Out Breast Cancer consolidation of the beautiful cards that were part of last year's fundraiser. Radiation started in January, and because of the good results of all the tests, only lasted for 3 weeks. Since then, I've had a mammogram that shows no cancer. But that's all wind noise. What I'm really here to talk about is the support. Once my diagnosis became widely known, my fellow breast cancer warriors came out of the woodwork. I got messages of support from so many of the Stampers with Heart, my quilting community, church friends, neighbors, and family. Sadly, we are a huge group of warriors, bigger than you can imagine, unless you are touched by breast cancer. A couple of quick stories, and then I'll let you get to crafting. Maria Kelleher, are you there? I've never met you in person and didn't know you before this adventure, but you are my warrior sister forever. You were so kind and helpful, sharing your story and giving me plenty of hope. But you went a step further. You sent the best care package in the world: ice packs, calendula, and aquaphor. They were a gift not only of caring, but of practicality. It meant the world to me, and I'm sending you lots of hugs and love. Robin Cohen is also a member of the Stampers with Heart team, but she's also been my best friend for over 40 years. She was making her way to South Carolina to spend the fall and winter here when I was diagnosed. I didn't want to share that with her while she was en route, but when she arrived on my doorstep after a long hug, I blurted out, "I have breast cancer," before she even made it out of the entryway. She has been by my side ever since, honoring my independence, but also always only a phone call away. She's moved here permanently, except for a couple of months during the summer and fall, and I am so happy to have her close by. Oh, and remember Vanessa, my primary care provider? When she faced a similar issue with the threat of breast cancer hanging over her head, she called me. Fortunately, she was not diagnosed with breast cancer, but I was happy to be there for her, as she was and is for me. Finally, I'm the membership chair for my local quilt guild. Understandably, I took some time off, let the members know of my diagnosis. Well, upon my return to our monthly meeting, hugs from fellow warriors abounded, as did their stories of hope. In particular, I'll shout out to my friend Joyce. She shared all the nitty gritty about the side effects of the meds we are taking to prevent recurrence of our breast cancer. She is my go-to person when I have a weird side effect. Most times she's been there, done that. So that's my story. You are all part of my tribe, and I'm grateful for the work you do to support this fundraiser. And to those of you who are there to make cards, thank you for your generous donations. Let's meet that goal. And remember, mammograms save lives. Have you scheduled yours yet? Do it for me because I love you all. Bye for now.
Thank you, Mary. Wow. Um, just like stamping family here. And Mary doesn't just correct the directions from the event. She corrects all of my directions, and I don't know what I would do without her. I would like to add that if you or anyone that you know is facing a cancer diagnosis, any cancer diagnosis, there's a number that you can call if you need help. Because honestly, at 2 in the morning is the worst when you can't sleep and you have a question. And their number
Mhm.
is 1-800-227-2345. And that is the 1-800 cancer number. It is staffed by a medical professional 24/7 to answer questions. And it's one of the things we raise money for. And whenever I have a friend who has any kind of cancer, not just breast cancer, um, that says, I don't know what I'm going to do about this, I give them the phone number and it gives me a way to help my friend and rally around people who are having issues right now. So yay for being cancer free, Mary.
Hallelujah. That's it. It'll be 5 years before I can probably take a deep, deep breath on that, but
We'll
I'm
ring the
happy for
bell.
now
Yeah, ring
and
that bell.
grateful.
I love it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So thank you so much.